Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farm, and today I want to talk about why I would never, under any circumstance, buy a tractor from a big box store or any kind of a chain retailer. And if you're wondering why this is even a topic of conversation, there's already one brand of tractor available at a big box store, and there are soon to be a second one. And I've got a list of reasons why I would not buy my tractor from one of these stores. And that actually goes for lawnmowers too. I would never buy a lawnmower at a Lowe's or a Home Depot. And that one may sound a little bit off, and I don't feel quite as strongly. And I actually bought a lawnmower, a riding mower, at a Lowe's store about 10 years ago. But a lot's changed since then. So why am I making such a strong stance on the idea of buying a tractor from one of these stores? If it's the same tractor, what difference does it make, right? Well, I actually have a list of reasons. The first, I guess we'll start with, is the idea of buying as local and supporting local business as much as you can. And when you make a large purchase, these are large purchases when you're buying a tractor from a big box store, what difference does that make, and who does that make a difference to? I know a lot of local dealers and small dealers. I was just at the Tulsa Farm Show, and I spent an 8-hour day just going to small dealership after small dealership after small dealership and talking to the people. And in several cases, the owner was there in the booth. He didn't send his people to a show. He was there himself. And I think it's just a lot more grounded in the fact that the money you spend and the profit from the sale of that tractor is supporting a local family who lives where you live. And that matters to me. Home Depot and Lowe's and stores like that, what are their yearly sales? Billions? I don't know, but it's a lot. And even though there are local people working at those stores, I don't think it affects the community the same way. Lowe's is fine without selling tractors. They sell plenty of everything. Trust me, I live in hardware stores. 4 days a week, I'm at Lowe's or Home Depot. So that's the first thing, the aspect of buying local, supporting the local economy, and the fact that those dealership owners, every one of those sales really matters to them staying in business. If they're not selling tractors and they go out of business, then where are you at owning the tractor but not having a local dealership? So that's number one. The second reason is, like I said a minute ago, this is a very expensive purchase. You're spending a minimum of, absolute rock bottom is $15,000 on an actual compact or subcompact tractor. And a lot of times you're spending a lot more than that. And if I'm investing that much money in a piece of equipment that I'm going to expect to have at least 10 years, I would say the average ownership on a tractor is at least 10 years. A lot of people have them 20, 30, 40 years. And then you do have people who trade them in for another tractor, but this is a major purchase. And if I'm making that type of purchase, I want to know everything I can possibly know. I'm going to watch all the videos I can find. I'm going to read everything I can find on the internet. And then I want to walk in and talk to someone who lives and breathes tractors. And I want to hear something I didn't already know. I want to know about different features. Is this a good option for me? Ask the dealer, do you think it's worth it to get this setup or that setup? Oh, you have different models that are similar? Tell me about the differences. These box stores already sell side-by-sides and mowers and all these types of things. Go in there with an intention to buy one of those products and see how much information they can give you. See if they know more about the machine than you do. There are occasions when it's true. So my local Sutherland's is a dealer for lawnmowers, and they have a full service department. They're not like Lowe's and Home Depot in that. They have a big garage. They have full-time employees out there that service lawnmowers and do repairs and the whole 9 yards. And that makes it a little bit different. It takes away some of my reasons that this matters. But I'd still rather support the smaller local dealer. Reason number 3 that I think it matters where you buy your machine. There's a very high likelihood, I'd almost call it 100% chance, that at some point you will need either parts or service or information about your tractor after you buy it. And where will you go to get that information? You're going to go to a local dealer. And you're going to go to a dealer and say, hey, I bought this tractor from someone else so that they would get the profits, and now I would like some support from you. I don't see it. I want to have a relationship with that dealership. When I go to John Deere, you know, my regular viewers understand my story with John Deere. I have a natural affinity towards John Deere. I like the colors. I like the name. Whatever the case may be, I'm just naturally drawn to that brand. But I've also made a lot of complaints about John Deere on this channel, about my specific tractor, things I don't like. I've talked about the price. But one thing I can say is the parts availability is incredible. Now, other people may have different experiences, but for me, I've had 4 John Deere mowers, 3 of them bought from my local dealer. Then I've got this tractor, then I've got the skid steer. And I've also got a 1941 John Deere A. And so that is 5, 6, 7 machines that I've had from John Deere. And I've went to the dealership for parts or fluids or different things 100 times. And almost every time I go, the part I need is in the store. If not, they've got a few other locations. That dealer has 6 or 8 locations. They can offer me the choice to go to another location or have it overnighted for like $12. And I've never needed anything for any of my John Deere machines that I couldn't get within 24 hours. And so dealer support matters. And when I go to my dealer, every person in that dealership knows my name. Now, I might be a little bit more of a high-profile customer because some of the guys in there know that I make YouTube videos. But every single person in that dealership says hi to me by name when I go in. It's phenomenal. And, you know, when I have a repair or something's being serviced, I get a text message telling me all the information. It's just great service. You're not getting that from the Home Depot. I don't know why I'm kind of beating around the bush about this, but the tractor companies I'm talking about are Summit and LS at this time. Summit is currently being sold at Home Depot, Tractor Supply, Atwood's, and they may come out somewhere else. And I almost give them an exception to what I'm saying because they're only being sold at those stores. So you're not hurting a local dealership when you buy one of these tractors. Summit is trying to do something that no one else has done and be proactive about having a plan where they have mobile service techs that can come to your property to do the repairs and things like that, which has the potential to work, but we won't know till we know. I've been told LS is going to start selling tractors at Lowe's. And personally, I've got LS dealers around me, but they're farther away. Lowe's is 30 minutes from here. I've got one dealer that's an hour and probably an hour and 15 minutes that direction, and another dealer that's an hour and 40 minutes that direction. I would rather drive an hour and 40 minutes to get my tractor than go 30 minutes to get the same tractor at Lowe's. Now, why is that? I've already listed several reasons, but if you're worried about driving an hour and a half, it's not like that's how you get your milk and eggs. This is a once every 5, once every 10, once every 20 year purchase. I don't care how far I have to drive to pick it up. Now, if the servicing dealership is 4 hours away, that's a major inconvenience. But to buy the tractor, I'm driving to that dealership. I feel the same way about side-by-sides, four-wheelers, lawn mowers, all of it. If I'm buying a piece of equipment like that, I'm buying it from a place that specializes in that equipment. But the nice thing is, you guys can disagree with me without us getting mad at each other. So if you disagree, tell me about it in the comments. But it's okay to be nice when you say it. This last part of the conversation isn't really a fourth reason that I won't or you shouldn't buy from a box store, but it's a part of the conversation that I think is worth having. Because if you care at all about supporting the local dealership so that they're around to support the customer, then this is an important part of how that local dealer feels about their model of tractor being sold at a box store. A box store doesn't really care about being profitable on those tractors. They want a lot of things for you to look at when you come to the store. They'll make a little bit. They want to outcompete the other box store. And if the other box store has a tractor, they need to have a tractor. So they might sell these tractors under market price. And if a dealer's making $1,500 profit selling a tractor and the box store cuts the price by $1,000, that's actually good for you or me. It's good to save money. I'm not against it. But that dealer relies on the profits of tractor sales to earn their living and keep their dealership in business. So I need that dealership to still be there to do repairs. So I'd like to support them. Anyway, I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.